Hello and what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Sky Factory 3 on the subserver with some beautiful Kryllyk subscribers on GameWisp and Patreon. Thank you guys so much for the new subs that have joined up as part of the community, as well as those that just keep on subbing. It really helps a lot. It pays for the dedicated server that we're on, all 32 gigabytes of it. And, of course, we got the 2 servers up and running, which is awesome. And, you know, a couple people playing on both. As you can see, DJ's over there on the Infinity Evolved Expert Mode server. So, definitely good times. As you can see, a few things have changed a little bit in the world here. We do have our cobble gen. That's not what I wanted to do. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. So we do have our cobble gen. The problem with the basic cobble gen here is you only get 32, and it'll stop at 32. So the most that you can get is 32 until you start piping it out automatically. I believe I mentioned that I was going to work to get some ores and stuff, but instead I've decided that I wanted to move some stuff around. But first things first, my inventory is full of chisel and bits. I know, right? We're already doing that. So I'm just going to get a few chisel and bit bags, and just got that from making lots of string and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to drop them all on the floor, and boom, and then they'll start to fill up the actual bag. All right, good. So we'll keep our chisel and bit bags probably on us for right now. They're not taking up a ton of room or anything like that just yet, so we'll keep them on us. And then we can, you know, expand and build from there and all that type of stuff. I've started building a little area over here. This is my chisel and bit block. Actually, now that we have this, we can actually just do this. Boop, 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 boop. And store a whole bunch more. Awesome. All right, good. So I made these little corners. This is why I needed the chisel and bits. I'm still not sold on them. I kind of like that they concave in a little bit. It's a different little design instead of going outwards. So I just kind of tweaked a little bit on the corners, made them a little bit more funky. And we got a 5x5 setup here for the sieves themselves, which is awesome. And it's going to help a ton for when we do get involved with some pretty heavy sifting options. I didn't forget about the compressed cook. Okay, maybe I did. It's fine though. It's fine. All right, but I've also been farming some dark wood here, and the reason for that is, well, why not? It's dark wood. Everybody should want dark wood. All right, there we go. Get some of that. Vein mine, or ore extract, I should say. There we go. Get all the things, get all the saplings as well, which is good. Basically been farming a little bit of that. I used some of it in the build. You can see it there in the middle. I wanted a high contrast to the oak sieves themselves. So you'll kind of just see the darkness through the sieve is all. And it'll work good because I think we're going to go vertical with this whole building. And maybe we can come up with some sort of an elevator system or something like that, along with exterior dimensions. And on that front, I'm actually curious if we shouldn't do something like this. Can we do this for the walls or something like it? Maybe we can come up with a little bit of a better design than this, but I think that this could be kind of cool, right? Where we just do a one wide wall around it, so we don't have to expand this anymore. We can keep the dimensions that we have, but we can kind of just do that. As my dog shakes in the background. Thanks a lot, buddy. Thanks, buddy. Now, I can't copy patterns yet because I don't have any lapis. So, I don't know, just something like that. It's still going to give the impression of it on the front, but the cool part about doing chisel and bits for the walls is, of course, you can now go in that space, but you can't place anything in it unless it's more chisel and bits. So keep that in mind as you proceed through. But I'm kind of thinking of going that route overall. Now, I need to do a ton of cobblestone here. We need to basically hammer up a whole bunch and get that going as well. We do have a wood and a stone hammer. Probably not enough, truthfully. And we do have modifiers here. Man, once we get some actual diamonds or something, we might be good to go. We might be doing all the good things. Achievement, eh? Going up. Make an elevator to go up or down. Oh boy. Love it. I'm pretty tired tonight, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm kind of sort of pushing to make sure that I get some consistency and some videos out to you all. So this one might be a little bit shorter, and I wanted to get a lot of this done off camera, but I just, you know, it's one of those things when you're sitting there. I had a fantastic week, by the way. Work week and all that kind of stuff. It was amazing. It was awesome. But when you're kind of just sitting there and you know you want to do stuff in the game and you know what you want to do, but you just can't do it. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys have ever experienced something like that or not, but I definitely have, where you're just kind of sitting there going, okay, you know, I want to play, I want to do the things, but at the same time, you know, I just, right? So, anyways, we have a 3x3 here, and the whole reason I did this is so that we can sieve all the gravel, right? Check that out. How sweet is that, right? And we can go up to a 5x5. I actually have the materials to do so, so I might just force going to a 5x5 for this. And then I'm working to get some of the flint and all that to progress up to the next level, right? So for me to get a lapis, we actually need to use a flint screen on a sieve. So we're going to need like 3 or 4 different types of sieves in this whole system, which is kind of cool if you ask me. I really like the change that they did with the sieving screens and all that. It kind of reminds me a bit of Water Strainers mod, which I really enjoyed as well. So I'm a big fan. I know some people aren't, but I am a big fan of it. So that gives us, oh, that's actually not bad. That is not that bad. Let's do this. Let's get that 6 iron cooked up. Let's do it. Let's do it up. All right, we got some copper too, and a few other things. I'm gonna have like crafting stations everywhere in my base. These stone pebbles we do not need. Let's get rid of them in our inventory before they cause additional problems. In the book here, we've done all of the first set of stuff. We're now at the point where, hey, welcome to Sky Factory. You've got the basics. You can do any one of these things, right? And kind of just start processing, right? And start doing your things and whatnot. So these are more like ideas that you can follow, right? Enchant a sieve mesh. See, that's a thing. All right. I think I'm going to work on the sieves here a little bit with you guys because we have the ability to do so. So let's get ourselves some more wood, just a little bit. No big deal. We only need a whole bunch of these. It's fine. And I actually need sticks. Good. Excellent. Excelente. And we need just some slaberinos. Whoop. Excellent. All right, good. So slabs in the middle. That's going to give us some sieves. Good, 32 of them. That might be too many. It's fine. It's fine. No big deal. I'm not counting. Who's counting? All right, well, let's get some string. We are going to need some of this. Good. Boom. Boom. Okay, that gives us a decent amount. More than we needed. Yes, a lot more than what we needed. It's fine. No big deal. We could build a heavy sieve for some of that as well if we want to do some other forms of things. But anyways, let's put these all down. I don't think mobs can actually spawn once we place the mesh. I think that's the requirement there. So once we place this, that X should go away. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't. But I don't think they can spawn there anyways. I guess we'll find out, won't we? I hope not. That'd be terrible. That would be terrible design. Alright, good. And good. And alright, let's go get some more of those. Awesome. I'm happy. I'm happy. We are progressing. The big thing's definitely going to be the stage that we're at with the with all the sieving and stuff like that. Now, I don't want the sieving to be shown just a ton on camera and all that kind of stuff. And that's part of my hesitation that I had when progressing this video. And I had a decent conversation with one of my subscribers, and he's actually one of my original, I believe my first subscriber, and still a subscriber, paid subscriber, Booger Bomb. And we had an interesting conversation, and we both agreed 100% that it was going to be difficult to keep up the style that I discussed with videos and it not get boring. I'm not the best at like telling stories and stuff, so I'm not overly surprised that, you know, that comment would come up, and the reason why. It makes perfect sense to me. I can fully admit that I am not the best at that. So, you know, it's one of those things. Now, we could, ooh, you know what? Could we go compressed? I don't think you can vein mine with compressed. I think that's the key here, is you can't vein mine with compressed. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure that is the case. Let's give it a quick try and see what the restriction is here. So let's do that. Let's grab these, put them back, and start working on our compressed hammer. Good. Boom, boom. All right. 9. Excellent. Okay, so we got a compressed stone hammer, and we can get some compressed cobblestone very easily, just like that. And let's go try building it and see what happens. I'm pretty sure it's the case that you can't actually use the vein miner ability or the ore extractor with compressed. But let's just find out. So I have it hit. Yeah, not looking like it. But I guess you are doing 9 at a time, right? So, and it's not too bad. It's a little bit more grindy, I would say. But you know what? It's going to speed up the rate at which we get some gravel here, at least early on. I think the ore extractor, especially because we have food, and food is so easy to get. And that's always been my beef with vein miner in general. But it makes perfect sense in packs like this, where it's not really about... It's really not about the gathering of materials. It's more about taking systems and putting them together and optimizing them and learning new things and trying new things. And that's one of the things that I actually really enjoy about Darkosto's approach with this pack. He was not afraid to try new things and not put in the same basic mods that everybody else has, which I commend him for. Good job, Dark. You are awesome. Keep on developing, keep on doing new things, keep on doing everything, all right? Yeah, okay. Let's get that. There's a few here. What are we... Okay, can we do anything about that? Not really, hey? All right, it's fine. Let's just get rid of some more gravel, I guess. Now, they do kind of pop out and stuff like that, so do be careful that your area is big enough to accommodate your gravel. That's kind of why I made the 3 wide on the sides. I didn't want to have issues of potential resources falling off the map if they did decide to kind of jump all over the place, which they have been known to do. I believe it has been reduced a little bit. They used to fly, like when it first came out, they used to just soar up into the sky when you did the massive compressing like this, or massive sieving like this, and yeah, not too bad otherwise. So yeah, just kind of getting our gravel done here, and at least this sieving, with this new sieving method, this really isn't grindy at all. Very much not grindy. And if we can set up a system to have unlimited of the resources that we actually could sieve, that's really not bad. The other thing too, like string, usually you would make a system like a mob farm for string, right? And the reason we do that is because getting string for mob drops and passive was really easy, and it still is really easy. But with the new changes to the infestation rate that we're getting, I don't think it's necessary at all to really worry about string from a mob farm. I can convert this whole tree farm here. I know it's not super big, but it gave me 5 stacks of string, for example, in under 3 minutes. That's pretty darn good. You are not going to get that amount from anything else. From a mob farm, you name it. Maybe like an automated sheep farm that's really big, but that is an amazing source, an amazing return to get string. So I highly recommend going that route for your string. Maybe I'll even set up an area just specifically designed to farm string for wool down the road here. So that's an idea as well. All right, quickly, I want to do one thing. We want to make a hopper. Okay, beautiful. And I want to remove this guy right here. Boop. Thank you. And what we're going to do is we are going to put the hopper into a chest. So we need a chest. We're just going to automate this up a little bit. All right. So we're just going to do a chest. We're going to do a hopper, and we're going to place down this guy on top. So now what should happen, I think it happens automagically. No? Does it not anymore? Does it not do it anymore? It might not do it anymore. No, it's not making any. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's going in there. Excellent. Okay, so we are getting cobble into our chest. So we're now generating basically a chest of cobble. Perfect. That is exactly what I wanted. Now, I want to actually upgrade our cobble gen as well. I think that this is a good way to go. We're going to go to a tier 2, which is some more iron around the one that we have, which we already have enough iron. So let's do this. Good. And let's upgrade this guy to the next level. Beautiful. All right. Tier 2. Now, this should generate cobble faster. Yep. A lot quicker, actually, I would say. And it does hold more as well. If you don't have the hopper, for example, it will hold more resources for you as well in the actual block itself. I think it goes up to 64, but don't quote me on that. All right? Do not quote. All right, good. The next one up is diamonds. So we're still going to be a ways off of that. We could probably make a whole nother generator. It wouldn't be too bad. But I think we should be good. We'll just let this go. And we should get some cobblestone. So, very happy with that. We have our sieve over there, which is good. We could look to do some other things. We really need to get lapis going. So let's just quickly look at the mesh, right? Flint stiffened. So 4 flint and some string. Let's get some of this. Let's get a few of these. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. We'll get the 9 for now. Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty good. Let's get the string out. That's a 3x3. I think that's a pretty good, reasonable amount. We're going to need a way up. So we want to be able to come onto these sieves and stand here to do our thing. So we need at least a 2 high. And then we want our floor. Perfect. All right, so there's our floor. Good for our flint stiffened meshes. Out of the same dark oak that we used down below. Now, I don't have a nice, elegant way of getting up here yet, so we'll just probably do a cheap and easy way. Put these back on. Beautiful and beautiful. All right, good. So now we can place down our 3x3, and we can get our flint stiffened meshes. Awesome. Okay, good. Advancing, progressing, and moving on accordingly. See, this is not too bad so far, I think. Okay, so we got the flint stiffened. That's good. We don't really have a good way up, but that's okay. We can figure that one out. So that'll be like that. That's good. And what do we got? We just need a way up. So probably just do some quick stairs, I guess. Do we need more than 4? I don't think so. Do we? I don't see why. Let's go like this. And like so. 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 Right? That should do the job. That should get us up there for right now. Okay, and then of course the next tier up above that, we're going to have the next set as well, and continually progressing up from there. All right, I'm going to throw down a few more of these just so I don't have my inventory, and we're going to fill up that entire row anyways. So once we start using the flint stiffened mesh with, for example, gravel, we can start getting things like lapis lazuli as an additional drop chance. Okay, now when you compare that to the regular, right, as you can see, we have all of the ores and just flint. With the flint stiffened, we are getting 2 new resources, coal, which will be very useful. We're still getting all of the primary ores and lapis, so we're gaining 2, but we're losing flint. Okay, now in my opinion, once you get some of these flint ones up and running, you probably shouldn't ever go back unless you need actual flint. So, yeah, that's pretty much what's going to go on here. We are not going to be using the bottom ones unless we need more flint. And we will need more flint pretty soon with the, with more flint meshes, right? And each material has its own set of rules and guidelines and what drops with what level. I personally think this is awesome because now we need to build a setup. We need to build a system, or we need to, do more than just, oh, here's your sieve, let's go. I love it. I think it's perfect. Then they add the whole enchanting thing. Oh man, think about that, right? Fortune on a sieve, love it. Fortune, efficiency, make it faster. I believe they all work. I think it does gain durability when you enchant it. I'm not positive on that though. We'll have to find out together. So we're just going to get a little bit of gravel here, and then we are going to do it on this flint because I really truly want a piece of lapis for chisel and bits. I know, right? I'm doing all of this for chisel and bits. Of course I am. All right, good. Let's go. So as you can see, boom, away we go. We're getting all the resources again. We should be getting coal as well. I did want some coal, so that is very useful that we're getting some of it. we were kind of sort of starting to run out of charcoal a little bit, so I'm glad that we are now in the process of getting some actual coal, and of course the lapis, which is awesome. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to, let's see, are we pretty much, no, let's keep going. Let's keep going a little bit. I had a great week, exercise-wise. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of that lately. So last weekend, today's Friday when I'm recording this. I don't know when it's going to go out. I have no clue. I'll do that calculation after the fact. But, yeah, so it's Friday right now. And last weekend I swam twice, which is awesome. You know, I usually like to take the kids with me. I do some lane swimming and stuff like that to get some real exercise from swimming. And that was great. And then I used that momentum, and I took it into the whole week. One of the huge pluses I have at my work is we have a gym at my work. It's not on the exact same floor. It's on a different floor, but I can go down to that. It's only $10 a month with work, which is awesome. And it's a full gym. Like, so you got, 4 treadmills. You got some, some good bikes. You got the full squat rack bench press. You got quite a few different things. The whole assembly of free weights, you name it. So it is a great and fantastic price for everything you get, which is awesome. So I've taken full advantage of that this week and really gotten going on all of that. I worked out 4 of the 5 work days this week, and doing a little cardio, doing the weights, all that kind of stuff, and just trying to get nice and healthy, more healthy, I should say. I already was healthy, but let's get stronger. Let's get better. Hey, Davo made it perfect. All right, so we got some lapis. We got 47 coal. That is the money right there. Getting some of that coal is perfect. I love it. All right, that will allow us some good flexibility on what fuel choice we decide to use. Other than that, we got quite a few resources overall. We're starting to stack up a little bit here. We got some copper, that's good. We got some aluminum, excellent, silver, etc., etc. We got a lot of iron as well, which is definitely one of our main priorities at the moment. So let's get that going. I'm going to continue to use mini stuff. All right, the mini coals and whatnot, just because that allows me to do odd or weird numbers, like 20, instead of doing, 2 stacks of 8 type situation, okay? So that's what I'm going to keep using there. And we're getting cobble. That's great. We have the flint stiffened meshes up there. We can actually get a few more of those as well while we're here. I think there were 7 more, so let's get them. 7. Boom. Done. Okay, so 7 more of those. Good. We might not actually need more flint for a little bit. That is beautiful. And I didn't make flint tools, which is also very helpful. So let's get these installed. And yeah, we're doing very well. We're progressing at a decently good pace, in my opinion. Not quite enough building getting done, but that's okay. So we have all those. That's awesome. We have this full setup down here. So the next step is the iron. The iron stiffened mesh with the gravel is when you start to get diamonds. Okay, that's when diamonds start to come in. And you also lose some of the extra ores. I think like copper and aluminium and some of those. So that's useful as well. But equally on dust, you get glowstone, right? Crushed black quartz, gunpowder, blaze powder, right? Whereas with flint, with sand, let's actually take a look. We get cactus seeds, cocoa beans, but still basically the same stuff. And then with dust, let's see. Oh, dirt. I didn't even think about dirt. Beetroot. Okay. Canola. Granite. rice, diorite. Okay, so you get the other setups, and a site would be nice to have a little bit. You get the coffee, the sugar cane, the mineral. Mineral. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with that one. That's good to know. I like it. Dust. Let's see. Let's go to a regular sieve for a quick second. Gravel. That. Let's go to dust. So we get the gunpowder here and the crushed black quartz, but we don't get the blaze powder or the glowstone dust that we are getting over here. Oh, and prosperity shards. Quartz enriched iron dust. Very useful. Okay. Yeah, we're talking here. We're talking good things. Yeah, so we don't get redstone until you get to the iron stiffened mesh. So progressing up to that should be our main priority, because a lot of the other stuff that we're going to want to do is going to require it. So until we get that up and running, I think that's about it. Now we should have a little bit of that cooking up. We do. Good. We should have actually enough. Let's get a few of these. A few more of these. I'd like to actually get a few more, if you don't mind. Let's get another like that of planks. Good. We're going to need quite a few. So there's 4 levels to this whole sieving thing, which is kind of cool. I like it. Let's get a little bit more here. Boom. Okay, we need a few more stairs, right? I think it was the 4 to get up to the next level. Okay, so we're going to go up to the next level again right away with our other setup. So this one was down to the side there. Put on that level. So let's just go like this. Boop. Yeah, nailed it. Okay, good. We'll just go up here. We will go up here. Good. And last but not least, we need one of these. Come back to me. Nope. Rip. It's fine. It's fine. We got it. We got it. I could have used a different block. It's fine. All right. Good. So we need to go 2 up from there, right? So that is 1, 1, 2, and this will be our floor. Excellent, and that will be our way up. Okay, good. Very, very good. I like it. Let's get some more dark wood, and I'm going to build up this platform now, and this will be our iron one. So we're kind of building a little bit of a tower here, actually, which I wasn't really planning, but that's okay. So maybe we can make this into an entire, like, sieving tower. That could be kind of cool. I think that that could have some good purpose or good function as well. So maybe I'll have to start thinking up some plans for that. In the meantime, let's just go with our 3x3, and you know what? I'll throw down a few more because we have them. Good. And yeah, I think we are pretty much good to go. We just need some of the iron meshes, and then from there I'm going to need to do a lot more sieving between this and next episode, as well as I'm going to try to do a little bit of building. We'll see how much time I actually do have or not. That is the big question, but I think like we're doing pretty good. I feel like I'm doing good. So let's get the string out. Let's get a few of these. 5, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. Of course, we used up a lot of iron. Let's get 6, right? Like, let's get the 6. I feel like that's a better number. So there we go, 6 of them. We'll get this done. So we got some sieving upgrading going on here. And yeah. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we can definitely start to work on getting some diamonds, some redstone, all that type of stuff to start progressing forward. And actually, let me just look it up here. Ex nihilo. Of course, it's not. There's not a space. You silly. What do we have available to us? So we just have the hammers and all of that. And then, is there the X compressum? Yeah, so here we go. The auto hammer. Alright, so we need diamonds for that. We need, here's the auto sieve. So we need a decent amount of iron. And I wonder if, what type of sieve is it? I guess is the other question. It doesn't matter. Do you have to install a mesh or something like that? We'll have to figure all that out. Anyways, that is it for me for now with this episode. I really do appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate you guys joining the Curse server. Anybody who's thinking about subbing on Game Wisp and all that type of stuff, hey, bang. Come on in. We have a fantastic group trying to have as much fun as possible here on the server, and we more than welcome you. So, come on over, come play, and look forward to seeing you. Bye-bye.